Hi, Laura. This is Sarah from Flourish at Artisan Indie. And I am critiquing your Etsy shop, Honey Blossom, handcrafted crystals for free spirits. Today, it's your Etsy shop. It looks like you are a jewelry designer, a maker. You make gemstone and crystal jewelry, which is uber amazing and awesome, and I love it so much. These citrine earrings are beautiful. So I'm very excited to kind of go through your shop today. So let's first start on branding. That's where I like to start. Your branding is showing, it looks like some crystals and some flowers, some botanicals. I really love that. I think that your target audience would really love that as well. Super cute. I like the colors of it. This right here, Honey Blossom, it's a little in your face. You know, it's a little kind of bold and out there. I like the font, but the black and how big and bold it is, it does seem a little overpowering, just a tad. I'm not sure what I would change about it. Maybe I'd make it a little smaller. Maybe I would change it from black to maybe a more of a charcoal gray so it isn't so bold. You know, I think crystals and I think whimsical. I think opalescent, you know. The dark black just seems a little, it just doesn't seem to fit, I guess would be the way that I describe that. Also, handcrafted crystals for free spirits. Great tagline. However, you're using, it looks like, you know, this is kind of a script font, and so is this. Usually, you want to take two fonts that accent each other very well, so that go together well. So you want more of a narrow block font with for one of those things, and then the script for the other. So if you had Honey Blossom kind of in the script that it is here, you would want handcrafted crystals for free spirits in a more narrow block font. That would make it look really good together. It would be a little thinner, and you could probably put it all in one line here. Basically, it's just a lot going on. That's kind of what I feel. I like the branding. I like this. I really like the crystal and florals. I think that's going to be very attractive to your target audience. However, I think that the name is just, it kind of looks just messy and thrown up there. It doesn't look really like there's any rhyme or reason. So I would perhaps adjust this a little bit. And again, I would change one of these fonts. And maybe adjust the colors a little bit. Just my 2 cents. I don't think that it's turning off anyone. I think it's a little busy and a little hard to read at a glance, and I think that you want something that's gonna really stay with your customer, that they're gonna remember, and not just kind of scroll by because it's loud and busy. Here you have gemstone and crystal jewelry for modern bohemians. That's fantastic. These are nice, strong keywords. You want to have keywords in this spot. Super important for Google search. So you have gemstone and crystal jewelry. You have bohemians. These are all very good keywords. All right. Great picture of you here with a smile on your face. Great way to welcome them in to your shop. All right, right now you have 3 items featured that I do want to show you, and let me see if I can go to my shop. Let's see, we'll just go over here to Artisan Indie. And you can see here, this is the kind of the new layout that they're testing out. I don't know if you have it available in your shop yet. They haven't announced that they're going to be doing a new layout, but a lot of sellers are now seeing it in their shop. If you have 5 items that you've starred, you should be able to see this layout. I like it a lot. It looks nice and modern. It definitely allows you to showcase and feature a particular item that you may want to feature, whether it's on sale or maybe there's a special holiday. coming up of something that you make. So I would maybe play around with that and see if there's something that you can feature in that nice big square, something maybe for Mother's Day. We have Mother's Day coming up. We have Father's Day. We have graduation, summer. You know, you want these items, the featured items, whether you decide to feature 3 or 4 or 5, you want them to be items that are current as far as what season we're in. So you make crystal jewelry, perhaps weddings, like if you offer any kind of bridesmaid jewelry or necklaces, or maybe boho wedding jewelry or something like that. Of course, Mother's Day, birthstones. Think of what's the birthstone for May and June and July. You may want to have those up here. Those would be good things for you to feature. A good way for you to get kind of additional sales. This announcement section, I would take this out so nobody reads it anyway. I would have one line and I would have it be a call to action, whether it's to visit your website to sign up for your email list, whether it's to follow you on Instagram or Facebook, whether it's to visit your blog. Just some kind of call to action. The likelihood of a customer seeing it and it catching their eye is better if it's one line versus 2. And call to action is where you're actually telling them to do something. People like to be told what to do, believe it or not. They like to be guided and directed. So it's a way for you to get extra signups on your list or extra people to follow you on social media. Not everyone is going to see it, but the ones that do matter. So I would do that, because right now this is just text that gets scrolled by. 78 items in your shop. That's a good amount of items. I also love that you are organizing your section category titles the way that we recommend in Flourish, which is the shortest word to the longest word. It's nice, easy to read. It flows nicely. It's not choppy. So great job there. You also want to ensure that you have keywords in these titles, which you do. Druzy necklaces, agate necklaces, festival jewelry, gemstone earrings. Fantastic. I would not have that any differently. I would have it exactly the same way. So good job there. I love that you have an on sale category. Anyone that might be watching this on YouTube or in our Facebook groups, the nice thing about having a sale category is you kind of are encouraging someone to have a multiple item purchase or a multiple item transaction, because they may be here to buy some citrine silver hoops, but they're going to see a sale category, click on that, and then add perhaps something that's on sale to their purchase that they may otherwise not have had there not been a sale category. So super great for upselling to add that on to your categories. Let's go to your About section. Okay, so what do we got? We got some pretty dangly earrings. We got a picture of your ship station, your jewelry making space, your materials and your tools. Awesome. The only thing that's missing really from this slideshow of pictures is a picture of you making your jewelry. I would absolutely get a picture of you sitting down there at your table, perhaps holding the tools, maybe. And if you're shy, you don't like to be on camera, you could perhaps even just have a close-up of your hands making the jewelry. But anytime that you can showcase that the product's actually handmade and you actually can visually see the person or the hands making the product, it automatically adds more value. Now this does as well. This is nice. This showcases, hey, I'm a maker. I do this in my home. These, you know, I buy the materials and the tools and I create all of this myself. That also adds value, but you can create even more value by showcasing yourself sitting there making the jewelry. So I would suggest that. Also, you could put a video in here where you can introduce yourself. You can tell people, hey, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is why I do it. And you can also say all the other cool things like, please follow me on Facebook to see my new designs, or follow me on Instagram and see and get a sneak peek at any new creations we have, or visit my website and join our email list and receive a coupon or something. You have an opportunity here in this about section with the video to really encourage your shoppers to buy from you. It's a selling point. And right now with video being all the rage, it's something you may want to look into. And actually, what is it, April 24th? So in May in Flourish, we're actually teaching storytelling. We're going to be teaching how to tell your story with your words in here in the about section, or also within your listing descriptions. We're going to be teaching how to sell your story via photos, with your photography, and we're also going to be teaching how to storytell within a video. So that might be something you want to work on next month in Flourish with us. I think it would be a really good addition to your shop here, just to add more value. And anytime you can add more value, the better it is and the easier it is going to be for you to sell your items to your customers. So here we have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and website. Fantastic. Great job for having that. Now let's go up and see. Okay, so you're in the UK, so I am in the US, and I am seeing these funny prices, right? And that's fine. What I usually tell my clients is determine where your sales are coming from. If most of your sales are coming from the UK, then you want a price for the UK buyer. You would price in pounds, and you would price either with the 99-cent or the 95-cent price point, one or the other. If you're pricing for the US buyer, you want to price in dollars, and you want to price with the 99-cent or the 95-cent price point here at the end. And you want to use certain price increments, and that is studies that have been done on shoppers. There are prices that are more apt to be clicked on and added to the cart and ran through the buying process than other price points. So like, for example, these earrings could be $49.95, and you would sell them just as much, if not more, than you will at $43.31. Of course, you could mark them down to $39.95 as well, although I think that you could get the $49.95 price for them. Very beautiful. Same with these citrine earrings. Now, I'm not super crazy about the white marble background that you're using. Although these pictures are not horrible, they're not amazing either. And you're a jewelry seller. There is a ton of competition. You want to make sure that you have the best of the best pictures, because your market, your target audience is free spirits, gypsies, bohemians, hippies, metaphysical people. You are showcasing these on kind of a modern, clean, cold, minimalist background. So being a white marble, you wouldn't associate usually white marble with bohemian, would you? You wouldn't associate free spirits with white marble, would you? So you want probably a background like wood. Let's see if I can find some. We're just going to put crystal jewelry, and I will look and see what kind of pictures we can come up with. Now, just to be clear, 80 to 90% of Etsy sellers have horrible photos. So sometimes it's really hard for me to find a good example of a photo, but we're going to try anyway. And that's why we push you so hard in Flourish to have amazing photos, because if you can be better than 80% of other sellers, you're in the game. Like you'll get the sales that they won't get, because your photo is going to be so much better. This is a Flourisher, Lee Spirit. Modeled shots are always nice. What I'm looking for is a nice wood background. This is nice. I'm not a big fan of all the lines in wood, though. It's hard to find a wood that's just a nice wood background without all the planking. But this is a good angle. Remember, the feel that you're trying to get is something that a free spirit or somebody that's bohemian would be attracted to. This is really nice here. Look at this. And this is a great picture. They've blurred out the back. They have a nice focus on the front. You have this nice natural, it looks like wood. It might be rock, but it looks like wood. Yeah, it looks like wood grain. So this is beautiful. Something like this would look stunning in your shop. Absolutely stunning. This isn't bad in a hand, but this is just too busy of a background. I like gray backgrounds for jewelry, but I don't think that's appropriate for your target market. This is nice, but too much going on here. Way too much, too busy. Here it is again. I love this. So whatever this seller is doing a great job. I think that if you could find something like this, your shop would just blow up. I mean, truly, this is exactly the look that and it goes with your branding a little bit as well. That's what you're trying to achieve. This is a gorgeous picture here. A lot of blur, but beautiful. Boy, do those opals stand out. This is a very nice picture as well. We'll look at one more page and then we'll go back to your shop. Yeah, this one just really captures my attention. Yeah, and they have a ton. I mean, that's their reviews, so imagine their sales. So you know they're doing something right. And it's because their pictures are so much better than everybody else's picture on this page. This is nice too, with just like kind of a light background and a solid color, but it just doesn't really speak again to your target market. Yeah. All right, so we're going to go back. This is, I think, what you need to shoot for, something like this. Now let's go back and look at your branding really quick and see how that would maybe flow with that. Bum, bum, bum. Yes. Imagine too, I mean, look, you have these reds and oranges and greens. If you had something, I'm sorry, I'm going to turn off my notifications. If you had something like that behind your jewelry, wow. I think this would all just come together so nicely. And then maybe you could do your honey blossom in a honey color. That would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? So have your honey blossom in maybe a burnt orange or something. That would match really well with your branding and it would flow down into your pictures. Wow. I think that would be absolutely stunning. The same thing here. Instead of using a white cardstock for these thank you or happy birthday bracelets, this should be craft paper, which is a brown cardstock. And you need to use a font that is more friendly for perhaps the free-spirited buyer. Make something that looks more artsy, more Renaissance-y, more bohemian. So you're having kind of a disconnect. You're having this branding here with this name. It's very much calling out the free spirits, the bohemians, the gypsies, the hippies. And then your pictures and your products down here is not really speaking to that people. So I can see where there's a disconnect for sure. Okay. And I know you're saying, well, gosh, I have 78 listings. I'm going to take pictures of them all over again. It's not something you can do overnight, but it's something you can slowly start to implement. And I think that once you do that and the imagery gets more consistent in your shop, it's going to feel so much better to you. The energy is going to be better and you're going to get a lot more sales from it. So let's look at your SEO. We have sterling silver, labradorite. How come I can't say that? Drop earrings, boho gemstone dangle earrings, dainty gemstone jewelry. Perfect. I think those are great keywords. You're using some nice long tail keywords. Let's see if they're up here. Sterling silver, labradorite. Drop earrings. So I don't see drop earrings, but I do see dangle earrings. Do you see that here? So this is a great tool to use. And I know a lot of people, they use other tools, like they use Marmalade or Etsy Rank or the Google Keyword Planner. And those are all great tools to use. I'm a little lazy, to be honest. I don't have time for all that. So I use the Etsy search bar. And what's nice about the Etsy search bar is it tells you, it auto-populates, hey, these are the keywords that searchers are putting into the search bar to look for a product. So it's telling you right now that you're saying sterling silver labradorite drop earrings. Sorry if I'm not saying that right. If you change the drop to dangle, you may get more sales coming in because that's a popular search term. Do you see what I mean? So you definitely want to rank for the terms that people are looking for. How about boho gemstone dangle earrings? So that's not popping up either. See how nothing's coming up? That means nobody is using that. So I perhaps would say sterling silver labradorite dangle earrings, space dash space, labradorite. Let's start with that. Labradorite. Right there. Okay, sterling silver labradorite dangle earrings, space dash space, labradorite drop earrings, or you could even start with that if you wanted. That's very relevant. Labradorite drop earrings, space dash space, still sterling silver labradorite dangle earrings, or even gemstone dangle earrings. So you're using some good, let's see, there it is, gemstone dangle earrings here, perfect. Drop earrings. See, you can use some wedding. Wait, you can even use some bridesmaid. See, I saw some bridesmaid in there. Drop earrings, bridesmaid. So you may want to do that too. Think about, hey, can I use this as any kind of wedding? Can I use any kind of wedding keywords? Because weddings are huge and they bring a huge amount of traffic into Etsy. Now, you are describing the item very well. I showed you some keywords that you can use that might be even a little bit better. But what else can you say here in your title? You can say what it could be used for. Perhaps, like we said a minute ago, for weddings, bridesmaid earrings, bridesmaid drop earrings, prom jewelry. I'm just using these as an example. But you can also say then what it's gifted for, gifts for her. Right now, Mother's Day is coming up. So Mother's Day gift idea, gifts under 60, things, you can use those types of keywords also that will help you get searches from people that aren't really sure that they want labradorite drop earrings, but they're looking for a bridesmaid earrings, or they're looking for a gift for their mom. So you also want to put those types of keywords in here. A good mix of those would be best. Okay, so honestly, your shop looks for the most part really good. I just think you need to make a few tweaks here and there, and I think that rephotographing your photos to be more appropriate in attracting your target market would be the biggest benefit for you. For sure. I would double check your SEO, make sure that you're using the search terms that people are using to find these types of products. And, also maybe adjust your pricing depending on where you're getting most of your traffic from. I hope this helps. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to learn more about where you can find help for your craft business or growing your hobby into a business, please join us in Flourish. You can learn more about Flourish by visiting our website, www.artisanindie.com. Click on Join Flourish and you'll get right to our information page. And Laura, if you have any questions, you can contact me in our Flourish Facebook groups, or you can send me a PM, or you can reply back to this combo where I'm going to be sending your critique. Thanks so much and have a great day. Bye.